Hello, my soul tribe. Welcome to my channel. I'm Celeste TT Tarot, and this is going to be the Leo reading. So, if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I always put the whole full video, and then I do the shorts. But for my Leos, welcome my kings and queens of the jungles, my lions and lionesses. Welcome. So, I am here to do your birthday reading. I am going to light some incense so I can clear the energy. Okay. So, welcome. I do got Leo on my chart. So, yes, it's my moon sign. So, to my 144K and my other members and those who are trying to get in alignment, I do alignment readings. Not so much love. So, you're not going to get just like a basic kind of love reading. You're going to get spiritual alignment. So basically I look at the Leo's soul, mind, and 3D physical kind of reality, and then I kind of give you some insight on that. So we're going to start off. I got the cards ready, but before I do that, I always gotta say happy birthday. So the song that came to my mind, resonated with me for you guys, is Butterflies by Michael Jackson. So the part that keeps coming up is I just wanna touch and kiss. Said I wish that I could be with you tonight. Hey, 'cause you give me butterflies inside, and I just wanna touch and kiss. Said I wish that I could be with you tonight. Hey, 'cause you give me butterflies inside, and I. So happy birthdays. My grandmother's birthday is actually tomorrow, so that's her sun sign. So I lit you guys some incense, cleared out the energy. Y'all energy feels pretty good, pretty relaxed. So a lot of you guys are kicking back, chilling, maybe even enjoying yourself. You should be today. Oh, sorry about that. Your birthday. So I have my phone up on the charger because work is pretty busy. So maybe you guys had a busy schedule, busy day, trying to kick back and relax. So we are going to start with the Earth Warriors Oracle. And I kind of want to give you guys a little peek. So I've been doing some studying and I guess I do want to talk to you guys about this. So I got I consider myself a spiritualist, and I consider tapping in when it comes to spirituality by studying religion. But I kind of not go against, but I kind of stay away from like kind of titles and labels, but the religious or religiosity aspect of it. So I don't want to, I don't like to say religion, but I study religion because it helps you tune in and align spiritually. So I got these books, the Ethiopian Bible book, and you can see it's a lion on there. So these books basically have the lost scrolls that's missing, as it says, from the Protestant canon, which, as we know, would be like the King James version, all those versions of the Bible. They actually kind of took some of the chapters out. They felt like it was, they call it Gnostic, and that it wasn't a part of the text. So maybe you guys are exploring into different facets of who you are, where you come from, things like that. That I have been getting a lot about. So as I like to start off with my Earth Warriors, RIP for one of our Earth Warriors is Nipsey Hussle. Hustle and Motivate came on. So maybe you guys are kind of restructuring, getting places in your life where you're in leadership roles and positions. You guys are the entrepreneurs, the builders, the visionaries of our society. So when you step into your power and you're in complete alignment, you're able to kind of get some foresight, insight based on past experiences, everything that happens in your life as to how you kind of want your life to move forward. One thing, Leos are a fixed sign, so y'all have to be careful that when things don't always go your way, the exactly way you plan it, you got to be flexible enough to shift and move a little bit. And Leos can have a hard time with that because it's like, well, I am who I am. It is what it is. Like, who are you? And I, I have that. I struggle with that a lot as well. Like, you have to be careful about the pride and ego and unnecessary drama, facing unnecessary battles, and like involving yourself in unnecessariness. Sometimes it's best to kind of take a step back. And I feel like a lot of you guys are doing that. We'll see what the tarot, or what that reveals. The oracle messages from the Most High. That's who I ascribe to. They call him by many names, but I call him Yahweh because of my studies. And so with my studies, I have found that, that to be his most appropriate name. And many can say, well, based on translations, what's in a name? Well, think about it. If somebody was calling you the wrong name, how would you feel about that? So a lot of you guys are kind of getting in tune with like different things that you're seeing coming across. And so, and I'm all handsy, that's just me. Different things you're seeing, different things you're coming across that maybe is having you question things. So we are going to get into the reading now. And thank you for joining. So I'm going to try to shift this in the best way because it's set up not the best way, but I want you to be able to see the readings. So, see, like that. All right, so here's the card so you can watch me shuffle. These are the decks that I have laid out for you guys. So I'll try to clear it off a little bit more. So maybe some of you guys are clearing things out, reorganizing. Like I said, I did say restructuring. So guess I am tuned in now. That's usually my guidance post, is like how I start operating when I'm doing the readings. Kind of gives an insight into your energy because that's what I'm tapped into right now. So let's give my king and queen lionesses and lions the floor. You got the table, the whole shebang. Okay. Do we have my Leos? Okay. Okay, so we're going to start off. This is the soul, mental space, and this is the 3D, and this is the overall at the bottom of the deck. So you can see they're laid out, okay? And so in the soul space, we have card number 29, Nana Buluku. She rests to create. She rests to create. So some of you guys, maybe you're even tapping into some of your feminine energy and it's telling you to rest. Right now, I did kind of say like a chilling, I had that kind of like relaxed, like taking a step back vibe. So maybe some of you guys are resting, recuperating in your soul space, and that's what's necessary for you. So I'm going to read this card. It is very beautiful. That's why I love this oracle deck. And it says, your energy is a precious resource, and there are ways of being that can enhance, amplify, and replenish it. Give yourself sufficient rest, and you shall find the way forward more effortless. Explore the lifestyle that grows your inner resources rather than requiring constant exertion and exhaustion to accomplish an endless list of external pursuits. You need this shift in being now because you are ready to accomplish more. For this to take place, there needs to be less effort and more wisdom. Trust and value what can be achieved through rest. So you have more than enough energy to bring sacred visions held within your heart to life. An increase of energy and peacefulness is indicated. You are guided to choose high energy people, places, and purposes. High energy does not necessarily mean that which is highly stimulating, but rather that which regenerates you through peacefulness and joy. Give generously to yourself to be able to give generously to others. You have unusual ideas or ways of being that suit you, but may not suit others. Work with what works best for you without trying to force yourself to conform. This approach brings well-being and creative success. So that, I feel like, is definitely your energy. It's about going with the flow and trusting yourself, falling back and trusting your who you are authentically, living in your authentic truth and purpose, and not forcing situations to go the way you want, but kind of allowing situations to go and then accounting for that with your vision. It's like surrounding yourself with people. I mean, it's your birthday season, so you should be around people that inspire you, and that accommodate and that acclimate well to your hustle and motivate mode that you could seem to be in a lot, but you can lead a lot of people to the water. You can lead a horse to the water. You can't make them drink is a common saying that I have in my culture. So maybe some of you guys resonate with that. Like, you can't force people to do what you want them to do, even though you are seeing the vision of who they could be, what they could be. The more you keep trying to force it, the more it may seem to get out of your reach, because everybody's their own individual. They all have their own path. And so you have to allow and put yourself in a place, because if you don't help yourself and get the necessary rest, you're not going to help or anyone else. And you have to live by example and live in accordance with your truth. Okay, because if you don't, then, you know, those same people that you help and that you keep fixing things for won't be able to fix things for themselves. So it's about boundaries so you can get the necessary rest. Card number 23 in the mental space is Abuela Medicina. Okay. Remedy of the grandmothers. Okay. So some of you guys are like tapping into your feminine a lot. Energy, ancestry. You know, maybe remembering, reflecting on some childhood memories of things maybe your grandmother told you, showed you, explained to you. Those may be helpful in your life at this moment, so that you can use I did say past experiences to help spear your, help focus you more in on your goals, visions, because it did say visionary. So all the stuff I said in the beginning is popping out in the cards. So you guys see that. You saw me shuffle. So I'm not, pulling anything out of nowhere. It's coming out based on the energy I was getting at first. So believe in the formidable power of healing, of the transformation it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes from spirit in many forms to facilitate healing of body, mind, and soul. Whether it is the correction of unhelpful habits of thought, guidance for practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into the fulfillment of your divine potential. There is no limit to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself up to participate in a beautiful healing transformation. So you're on a healing journey. Put your trust in the genius of spirit and the medicine of the earth, through which divine healing can express itself. Your soul has healing gifts. This oracle indicates a healing outcome that will enhance your soul journey. You are meant to understand how it is that you are a healer in your unique way, whether that be professionally or how you are as a person in the world more generally as part of your life journey. So a lot of you guys are thinking about your life journey and your healing. So that is great energy, Leos. Okay. And then we have card number 2 in your 3D kind of reality of what may be going on in the physical reality for my Leos. And we have Estenalehi, turquoise changing woman. And that is card number 2. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy here. It's not complete feminine cards in this deck. But hey, that if you're on your healing journey and you're feeding your feminine energy, and energy is energy. Feminine energy is the energy of receptiveness. And that's taking a step back, self-care, things like that is feminine energy. I am the turquoise moon mother, and I come to you now with the message of change. This may be change that you want or change that you fear. But either way, I will show you how to use this change to become stronger, wiser, and more empowered to fulfill your divine destiny. Do not fear the changes around and within you. Trust in the timing of what is happening in your world. Change is upon you, essential for your continued growth, and you do not need to fear. As you allow for this change, remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection, as this will give you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance. Some more Leo energy. You will find ways to navigate the shift so that your life improves through the process. As I mentioned, the shift. So you guys can, Leos can come across as a little bit harder to shift as a fixed sign, but sometimes no change is good, and sometimes it's for your best, the best outcome for you. The universe knows what it's doing. The Most High knows what He's doing. So you have to allow it. The more you keep fighting against it, you're really fighting against something that benefits you as an individual, as a person, and it could also benefit those around. But you have to allow and not force. Okay. If you are thinking of making a change, you are encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Oh my gosh. And I didn't even read that. I was just like explaining it, and then I'm getting to the next part. Be open and do your part to the best of your ability, but also tune in your sense of divine timing and asking the universe for help and allowing life to unfold according to its distinct rhythm of creative, loving intelligence. Okay? So, as she's the creator of the Navajo, and she's changing and never dies. As she begins to age, she turns and walks towards the east, the direction of the rising sun and beginnings, where she is renewed. Her blessings are for nourishment, regeneration, and replenishing cycles. She brings hope and reminds us that life is continually renewing itself around us and within us. We can always begin again. In the face of loss or destruction, her presence brings comfort, hope, and peace, so that rather than losing faith and giving up because we feel defeated, we have the courage to continue to fight for what matters with refreshed reserves of energy and enthusiasm. Okay? So there you go. Everything I was explaining. Overall, we have Clan of the Wolf Heart. We are the ones we've been waiting for, as I mentioned. So that's card number 14. So going back over the cards, 29, and with the tarot, that would be High Priestess energy, and card number 9 is Hermit energy. So a lot of you guys are doing some self-reflection, self-care. You guys are kind of moving on your own, and able to, and possibly even in an isolation period where you are gathering up hidden knowledge, maybe studying religion and spirituality, and formulating your own kind of individual views on how to get yourself more in alignment when it comes to that. Card number 23, to the High Priestess again. So a lot of you guys are keeping your moves to yourself, keeping your thoughts to yourself. Card number 3 is the Empress card. So feminine energy, once again. She embodies all queens of the deck. Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, grounded, stable, resilient, businesswoman, good with money. Also able, conscious friendly, budget friendly when it comes to making financial decisions that impact you and or others around you. Helps out with family. A good wife, indicates that's a wife card. Then we have the Queen of Cups, which is the emotional, compassionate, creative energy. She is there. They are also very sweet and kind-hearted and natured. But they also embody a lot of self-care energy, mother energy. That is like the mother energy card. Well, that and the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the Queen of Swords, wise, thorough, very straightforward, can be clear, concise, uses her experience, wisdom, and everything that she's learned in order to take all of those experiences, put it together, and break cycles and generational curses and things of that nature. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is your natural energy in its natural form. It is a visionary, a builder, a planner, someone who has foresight, insight, and also that's the attractive card. A lot of Queen of Wands are seen as entrepreneurs. They're also in negative connotation seen as the other women. However, it's because you're confident, your attractiveness. And so, but that confidence, you have to, as I mentioned, be careful not to let that override and go into pride and ego phase. But more so, it's I know who I am. I know where I'm going. I know what path I'm on. And I know what journey, and I know who needs to be around and who needs to accompany me, and anything that doesn't serve me got to go. So that energy is the Queen of Wands. The negative connotations when she's in reverse: jealousy, envy, fighting, chaos, and drama for no apparent reason, trying to force something, prove a point. Also indicates engaging in unspiritual or unpositive behaviors, negative self behaviors, self defeating behaviors, such as, black magic, witchcraft, manipulation, tactics. All of those things are Queen of Wands in reverse. So you have to be careful that you're not trying to use that your attractiveness for, selfish gain, out of pride and ego, because it's the pride before the fall. So you want to sit comfortably, peacefully, joyfully on your thrones. And then we have card number 2, the High Priestess. Okay, so that's Pisces energy all throughout. That we had, as I mentioned, Empress, which is which is Taurus and Libra energy. And then we have card number 9, which is Hermit, Virgo energy. So more grounded, stable, and financial abundant energy. And then over here we have card number 14, which is Sagittarius energy, also Queen of Wands or King of Wands. So Sagittarius energy is about harmony, balance, peace. It's also about kind of like as the angels, they come in to kind of restore peace, harmony, and balance, and make sure things are kind of equal give and take. It's also like an equal give and take card, in that the energy you send out is the energy that's returned. So you have to be careful, and if you feel like you need this to embody this energy and return some of the negative energy to sender, this your natural energy helps out, but this peaceful energy is what you strive to maintain. Because think about it, if the angels were around, would you feel embarrassed or ashamed to do those things, whatever you're doing, in front of them? So that's what you have to think about. And do those things really give you joy and peace and harmony, or do they cause just more destruction, self or to others or in your environment? So that is something you have to consider. And Sagittarius are kind of good with that when they're in their highest form of vibration. Otherwise, then you get the defensive energy, so you have to be careful with that. And because if you're defensive, it can indicate you have something to hide or so. And also you have to be careful about taking on burdens and problems that are not yours to bear, or trying to put those on other people. You need to handle your own responsibilities and be self-sufficient, okay? And that improves self-awareness, okay? So, card number 14 is, I'll read that. You belong with the wolf-hearted. This is a soul collective with boundaries beyond bloodlines and geography. It is based on soul connection to love's wisdom and higher truths of the divine. The collective is united through wolf medicine in the heart. These qualities of the divine feminine unify, allowing for a palatable experience of oneness that brings power to our collective wisdom and purpose. Reach out for help from others while you honor and respect your individuality and your unique life journey. Balance social time with taking care of yourself. So that's that balance, as I mentioned, including your need for solitude so you can hear your inner truths and renew yourself. Anger can be a sign from the soul, a sacred gift that asks you to deal with a situation to bring about something different and more empowering. Use your anger as a sacred gift with compassion and clear purpose. Fight with the whole of your heart when you need to safeguard what truly matters. And that's what I mean about the thin line between the defensiveness versus this mentions with the whole of your heart. Are you doing stuff out of heart space, meaning out of true, genuine love and compassion, or is it out of selfishness and selfish gain? And are you safeguarding your heart and safeguarding it in a way that it helps you're utilizing that with your wisdom? Or are you just doing that because you want to manipulate or get away with whatever? So be open to greater guiding wisdom so that you know how to be merciful and when to cut something off completely. Believe in the power of your inner voice and do not silence yourself. Okay? So, wolves are shape-shifting. The idea of shape-shifting between human and wolf form is also present. Through the wolf heart, we are kindred souls connecting with a shared bond. Our external identities shift and change with circumstance, and our souls will travel through different ethnicities and cultures over many lifetimes. So if you believe in reincarnation, then maybe some of that self-reflection is bringing up things of that nature. So speaking of that, that takes me right to Les Vampires. We're going to do this oracle deck next to see who may be, if there's anything we need to know from this. There could be some energy harvester things or people, places, things that you need to be aware of. So I will shuffle it back here in front of you. And this is for my Leos, my Leo collectives. Birthday reading. Happy birthday. Okay. 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 So, mental space and 3D space. Okay. So, and overall. Okay. I will pull out the book for this one. Les Vampires. And we will begin. The Call of the Night, Daring, Adventure, and Excitement, card number 16. Just the Tower card and a Rider Waite. So maybe some of you guys are having some realizations, life changes, and life shifts. Divine intervention, so that indicates all of that. Scorpio energy, you could be dealing with, have that in your chart, and the same for all the other signs that I read before. So, card number 16 basically says you have of late fallen into patterns that are soothing in their regularity. You know what to expect and when expected. You are surrounded by love and acceptance. You are widely loved and applauded. You are content. You are comfortable and have no real reason to become otherwise. Is what you achieve not the pinnacle of human experience, to live and to live without fear or being tested. And suddenly you wanted some excitement, and it says here, in the loneliness I came to know myself. This is one which I can only partake of truly alone, and you fear leaving the comfort zone. You prefer all that is known, but I tell you that with this card comes the call of the night and of her wild creatures. You're about to leave that place of warmth, that cozy, restrictive, dulling cocoon, and step into a colder, harsher, more raw place. What it will teach you and offer you is more valuable and strange than you can imagine. You'll be thrust out of that place you would call home and into a world of movement, color, drama, and some ferocity. You will make friends with those who respect you and challenge you. You will be disagreed with. You will fight to survive at times, but the adventure will leave you feeling more alive. Your every sense tingling more than ever. So attraction stimulated during unexpected thrill, danger, change, and circumstance. So that talks about that life change, a blessing. The curse is routine thinking, rut, conditioned to obey, lazy, dull, asleep, bland, insipid, cowardly, unchallenged, safety, tedious, apathy, indifference. Okay? So to be visionaries, you can't let that I made it type of vibe kind of stop you from challenging yourself, is what I get. Because, the only thing that's consistent is change. Okay? Mental space, ancient Egypt, magical inheritance, card number 4. Aries, Emperor energy. So some of you guys, that's my divine masculine energy. So we've got divine feminine, and now I see divine masculine type of energy. And I will cover the card up. Okay. But it's kind of covered, but I don't know. I'm just going to do that. So the ancient priestess sits amongst the bones of the past. She is the keeper of secrets of the ancestors, and she raised the ancient vessel for which she will drink blood and consume again the knowledge of the past. So even we who are so often uncertain of how it is we can even walk the world wonder as we study more and more of human history how we began. So it's for you too at this time. How did I begin? You wonder where are my forebears from. See, I did mention that. If you are, this comes up for humans who are adjusting to new information about members of their family and their heritage. Okay, knowledge of what others have done, said, thought, felt, died of, been born into, and forming the present. Okay, learning about family secrets that have been kept for years, and you will have a sense of immortality of the family lineage, that you are part of the history of the planet, which we all are. It all started in the Garden of Eden. Okay, so blessing, family connections that lead you to greater knowledge of self and how to work with family members. You know, there will be information that comes to you at the time that may surprise or disappoint. Whatever the reaction is a gift to be able to know where you are from and from whom the raw matter, the very cells of your being came. Curse, there may be a lack of knowledge about family and ancestry, a kind of dismissal that anything of the past matters, which leads to unfortunate repetition. See the priestess and see how she is working directly with ancestors of ancient time and with their animal kin and the ancient gods and goddesses. She may be very old or she may be very young, but she is one who has a healthy respect for the ancient ones, the old ones who are returning now as never before, which is the curse of it, because you have to be careful not to repeat the woes of the past in order to free yourself from it. So breaking generational curses requires that past reflection on who you are, what your purpose is, and why you're here. Then we have thirst, crawling, compulsion, obsession. Okay. And so that brings me to the next song now that I'm coming in, because I see this divine masculine energy. So Soldier Boy, She Thirsty. So some of you guys could be dealing with somebody that's real thirsty. Card number 21 is the World card. So you're ending cycles with thirsty people, places, things. Thirsty people could be family members. It could be friends. It could be former partners or current partners that you're ending cycles and relationships with because they're too thirsty. They're obsessed, craving all the time. So you are currently craving something with such a great thirst that is dominating your thoughts and feelings. You can think of hardly anything else. Thirst can be wonderful when that which you long for, yearn for is healthy and wise. But in this case, the thirst is for a kind of experience you know will have life-changing consequences. So if it is a person you thirst for, their touch, their love, or if it is a substance, know that the thirst is exerting a powerful force, even close to control. There may be an addiction or addictive way of thinking and feeling working its way into your life. We wish to direct your conscience to this thirst and ask your question its source and what is it the thirst craves. Can it be satisfied, or are you simply compelled to search and drink again and again? So, the thirst will lead you to more about yourself and how far you go to quest for something you want. You can encounter a way through self-knowledge, but consider too that what you thirst for you may never find. Many of we children of the night thirst more for humanity we have been separated from in so many ways than we thirst for. Curse, the thirst for knowledge, for a person, for fulfillment, for lust, for ecstasy, and the vanishment of pain through experience or food, drugs, or alcohol that distract you from the pains you no longer wish to feel, dominates you. The thirst is so strong that it's taking over your life force and your will. You are being consumed. It's time to search yourself, your true self, once again. So that's the curse. Okay, overall, seduction, allure, desire, manipulation. Card number 8, your card. So yeah, as I mentioned before, you have to be careful in how you utilize your natural energy, and that you're doing it in a way that contributes to self-growth as well as growth of others and not inhibits, okay, and manipulates, because it's short-term solutions bring short-term gains, okay? Beautiful bed is a place where someone greeted their unspoken desire, where they met their end. Place to which so many of you are drawn even when you know the outcome may be dangerous. This card comes to you now to warn you, empower you, and ask you to heed. The one who knows what it is you want has a plan for you, and that plan involves their own satisfaction. There is one about you who understands very deeply what people desire, and most especially what you desire. It is not so simple and crass as sexual satisfaction or a kind of food or even a job or status in life you are being offered. It is deep feeling that you are understood, accepted, and desired for who you are. But it is a truth that this person who is now seducing you is doing so with every kind of ability to stifle and inhibit your life force. Okay? This is not to say you must look about you with suspicion of all people. You must simply become aware of your desires and your vulnerabilities. So self-knowledge. Okay? That's that Virgo energy. So If you do go to bed of the vampire, you will leave a part of yourself there. Someone about you is ready to seduce you. If you choose to be seduced, they will have what they want, and you will lose more than you know. Be careful. Blessing. You will now be discern much more clearly between people who are healthy for you and people who you would do well to avoid. You are no longer feeling guilty for saying no to attractive advances. Curse. It is time to reassess a friendship or the kinds of people and situations you find attractive. Are you inviting unwelcome dramas and situations into your life? Okay, and I said that, the balance. Okay, so that is that. And then with that, we will get the, which one? We're going to do my Rider Waite. Okay. This is my Egyptian deck. So look at it. So it has that. So I was trying to figure out, because when I use it, I have not shifted the cards. Like, some of them are reversed, some of them are upright. I'm wondering if I'm going to take reversals. I will see what comes out. So I'm just going to shuffle the deck. This is the Egyptian Rider Waite. It has very kind of beautiful artifacts on it. It's actually missing a card. So I put the card in there in my creative expression. I was like, well, it's missing a card. What card is it missing? I figured it out, and boom. And see, it didn't even pop up. So it didn't, at this point, became a part. So this is the soul space, the mind space, the 3D. I'm being guided to do 3. So again, mind, 3D. So again, mind, 3D. Since I saw 3. And then the overall. I'm being guided to pull the last 2 for that High Priestess energy. The Sun, that's your natural energy, happiness, abundance, joy, blessings. It can also indicate enlightenment, prosperity, expecting. So some of you guys can have some expectations. If you are expecting a child, congratulations. So that's that Sun energy, and that's your natural energy, Leos, card number 19. And then Knight of Swords, so that's that kind of like wolf-like energy, but it's air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius indicates taking swift action, very focused, driven. However, as I mentioned before, you have to be careful with trying to rush too fast to get to spiritual enlightenment. You need to take your time and kind of sit with it and digest things. So while this energy has a strong output, it can die out just as fast. So there needs to be a healthy balance. But that is good burst of energy. Okay, and then we have the Hermit again. So that is Virgo's energy, self-introspection, once again, self-knowledge. Okay, so that's card number 9. So some of you guys are like reflecting on the different parts of yourself that you have, different parts of yourself that you may be exhibited or that you keep from everybody. There could be certain facets of you that you keep hidden. So yes, that's good energy. And that a lot of you guys, that it seems like that burst of energy is to maintain your happiness, to maintain your self-awareness, to maintain your authenticity. So this is excellent energy. Okay, could be that call of the night, you going out doing things on your own and exploring, enjoying. Okay, so that's a positive way to go about it.